Very good morning, students. Welcome back to the EVS class. Okay, last class we have started with the lesson number 6. It was the coastal plains and the islands. Yes, no, we have started with coastal plains and islands. We have learned about the coastal plains. In that coastal plain, it is divided into two groups: eastern coastal plains and western coastal plains. It is divided. We have learned, right? And last class I have given one homework also. What was that? Lesson number 7. Keywords. First main keywords. It was 5 times. You need to write. I hope you all have completed. And classwork also, what I told, after each class explanation, you can start writing the classwork also. I hope you all have completed the first main keywords in your classwork. This coastal plains. Write the heading properly. Write lesson number, which lesson number I have given in the classwork. Okay, which the lesson number, it would be like lesson number 10, I think. So the coastal plains and the islands, it will be lesson number 10. Write that properly. Write today's date. Okay. If you have started in the before class, yesterday's class, you can write that date, or else today's class, you should write today's date. Write properly. Write lesson number 10. The coastal plains and the islands. See in your classwork, means what I have sent the classwork. Go through that. See the lesson number properly and write. Start writing the keywords and question answers also. After me completing this chapter, you can write the question answers also. Okay, understood, students? And with what you have to write, it is with blue color gel pen you have to write. Understood? Don't use red pen, only blue gel pen you have to use and write. And come to the lesson part. It is page number 286, coastal plains and the islands. And in that, the coastal plains means what? The place which is adjacent to the sea, which is adjacent to the sea coast, means which is near, which is next to the sea coast, sea place. It is called as coastal plain. This coastal plain, it is divided into two groups. One is western coastal plains and eastern coastal plains. And what we have learned, it was western coastal plains we learned. It is this western coastal plains, it lies between Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea, right? We have learned, and the important ports here, and the place, this coastal plain, how it is divided. It is divided into three groups again. It is Kutch and Kathiawar in Gujarat, Konkan coast in Maharashtra, and Malabar coast in Kerala, right? And the ports here, which are the important ports here? It is Kandla port in Gujarat, Navasheva in Mumbai, and Marmagova in Goa, and Cochin in Kerala. These were the important ports here. And this place is very good, suitable for the harbors and ports. And here they get very heavy rainfall here in the western coastal plains. It is very hot and as well as humid, and this place gets heavy rainfall, and it is very moist place. As it is moist, the crops which are grown there are rice, coconut, cashew nut, and groundnut. And there are some lagoons or backwaters. They are called as kayas. It is one of the feature of that coastal plains. It is called as kayas in their local language. Till here we have learned. Now next comes to eastern coastal plains. Now, eastern coastal plains we are going to learn. The eastern coastal plains lie between the Eastern Ghats and the Bay of Bengal. Between the Eastern Ghats and the Bay of Bengal. It lies between Eastern Ghats and Bay of Bengal. They extend from the West Bengal coast in the east and to the Tamil Nadu coast in the south. It extends from where to where? From the West Bengal coast in the east and to the Tamil Nadu coast in the south. to the Tamil Nadu coast in the south, from West Bengal in the east to the Tamil Nadu in the south, this side. So this is your our India map, right? This is our India map. Here comes this place comes here, the coastal plains, okay? From here to here, it is western coastal plains. From this place to this place. And again from here to here, it is eastern coastal plains. Understood? From West Bengal in the east to the south, Tamil Nadu coast in the south, it extends its eastern coastal plains. Understood? The average width of the plains is about 120 kilometers. The average width here, the average width of this plains, it is 120 kilometers. They are divided into two parts. North part known as Northern Sarkars and the south part known as Coromandel Coast. And again, this eastern coastal plains, it is divided into two. It is divided into two parts, which is that eastern coastal plains. Western coastal plains, we learned it is divided into three parts. Yes, no? It was Kutch and Kathiawar in Gujarat and Kutch and Kathiawar in Gujarat, Konkan coast in Maharashtra, Malabar coast in Kerala. It was divided into three western coastal plains. This eastern coastal plains, it is divided into two groups. One is Northern Sarkars. Northern Sarkars in the north part, northern part. North part, it is known as Northern Sarkars, and the south part is Coromandel Coast. South part, it is Coromandel Coast. Okay. The eastern coastal plain is broader than the western coastal plain. This eastern coastal plain, it is broader. It is very broader than the western coastal plain. As the coast is shallow, harbors are not formed, but well-developed deltas are formed. As the coast is very broad here, harbors are not found here, harbors are not formed here, but very well-developed deltas are formed. Well-developed deltas are formed here in this place. The main ports are Chennai, Kolkata, and Visakhapatnam. And the main ports here, main ports in this main ports in the eastern coastal plains. They are Chennai port, Kolkata port, and Visakhapatnam port. Okay. And the important rivers are the Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, and the Kaveri. And the important rivers here, which are those? It is Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, and Kaveri. These are the important rivers which flow in this eastern coastal plains. The heavy rainfall in this region is very suitable for the cultivation of rice, and as well as the heavy rainfall in this place. Here also it gets heavy rainfall. This heavy rainfall of this place, it is very suitable for the cultivation of rice. Rice is grown here. Okay, it is very helpful to cultivate the rice because of this heavy rainfall. This region is known as the rice bowl of India. This region, this eastern coastal plain, this region is known as rice bowl of India because more rice is grown here. The western coastal plains and the eastern coastal plains cover some parts of the states of Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala, West Bengal, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and Puducherry. this western coastal plains as well as eastern coastal plains. Totally the coastal plains from here to here, the coastal plains, overall it covers some parts of the states. Which are those? Some parts of the states. Which are the states? Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala, West Bengal, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. These all states, not totally full states, some parts of these states are covered by this eastern coastal plains and western coastal plains. The states which all comes under eastern side, it is eastern coastal plains. The states which comes under west part, it is western coastal plains. Understood? We have read about some states in the previous chapters. We have already read about some states in the previous chapter. Now we'll read some other chapters. Okay. Now the first chapter, first state, it is Gujarat. About Gujarat we are going to learn. Gujarat is situated on the west coast of India. Gujarat, it is situated in the west coast of India. It is situated in the west coast. Means it is situated in the west coast of India. It is the main producer of tobacco, cotton and groundnut. Here in Gujarat, the main crops grown are tobacco, cotton and groundnut. These are the main crops grown in this place. Which are those? Tobacco, cotton and groundnut. One of the most important industries of Gujarat is dairy farming. One of the most important industries. The most important industries of Gujarat is dairy farming. The products of the famous brand Amul are made at Anand in Gujarat. The products of famous brand, some of the products of famous brand, it is Amul. The Amul milk, Amul dairy products, butter, cheese, Snow ice creams. These all products of this famous brand, it is Amul. It is made at Anand in Gujarat. In one place, in the place called Anand in Gujarat, in that place, this dairy products, it is manufactured, it is made, it is prepared. Okay. The official language of the state is Gujarati. The official language of this place, the official language of this place is Gujarati. The people of Gujarat are fond of eating. The people of Gujarat, here they are fond of eating different kinds of food. They are fond of eating itself. The main food are bhakri, shak, khichdi, thepla, etc. The main food in this Gujarat are what? Bhakri, shak, khichdi and thepla. These are the main food items of Gujarat. The Gujarati women wear ghagra choli with odhni and men wear dhoti, short coat and turban. And here the Gujarati women and men, what they wear? Women wear ghagra choli with odhni. With odhni, they wear ghagra choli with odhni, and men wear dhoti, short coat and the turban. Turban we all know is they'll tie for the head. It is a turban. They wear dhoti, short coat and the turban. Ras Garba and Dhandiya are the famous dances of the state. And here the famous dances are Ras Garba and Dhandiya. Ras Garba and Dhandiya are the famous dances of the state. Navratri festival is celebrated with great enthusiasm. And here the Navaratri festival, this Navaratri festival, it is celebrated in very great enthusiasm. It is celebrated very famous. It is very famous. The capital city of Gujarat is Gandhinagar. The capital city of Gujarat. Which is the capital city of Gujarat? It is Gandhinagar. The capital city of Gujarat is Gandhinagar. The important religious places are Dwarka, Somnath, Paughat, etc. Pavagadh, etc. These are the important cities here. Which are those? That is the important religious places are Dwarka, Somnath, Pavagadh, etc. These are the some of the religious places of Gujarat. And the Gir National Park is an important tourist place which is home to the Asiatic lion. And the Gir National Park, it is the important tourist place and it is the home for Asiatic lion. It is also the home for Asiatic lion. See, Gujarat, it is situated on the west coast of India. In the west coast of India, this Gujarat is there. Is no, in the western part of India, next to the Rajasthan comes Gujarat. We all know. The main producer of Gujarat is, tobacco, cotton and groundnut. And here they speak Gujarati. The people who stayed here, they speak Gujarati. And the main industries, the important industries of the Gujarat are dairy farming. The important industries of Gujarat are dairy farming and the dairy products. It is from Gujarat itself, the one of the branded dairy product. It is Amul. It is made in Anand in Gujarat. Okay, and here the women wear ghagra choli with odhni and the men wear dhoti, short coat and the turban. And the famous dance forms are Ras Garba and Dhandiya. These are the two famous dance forms of this Gujarat. And here Navaratri. This is a famous festival they celebrate here. And the capital city of Gujarat is Gandhinagar. Capital city of Gujarat is Gandhinagar and some of the religious places of Gujarat are Dwarka, Somnath, Pavagadh, etc. Okay, these are some of the important religious places of this place. Okay, till the Gujarat we have learned eastern coastal plains where it lies between Eastern Ghats and Bay of Bengal. Between Eastern Ghats and the Bay of Bengal, this eastern coastal plains lies. Yes, no? And it starts from the West Bengal coast in the north, in the northwest, from the northeast, West Bengal coast to the Tamil Nadu coast in the south. It starts from the West Bengal coast to the Tamil Nadu coast in the south. This eastern coastal plain, it is divided into two parts. One is northern Sarkars in the northern part. The northern part of the eastern coastal plains. It is northern Sarkars and the south part is Coromandel coast. Okay, these are the two parts which the eastern coastal plains are divided. Okay, this is the two parts. Northern Sarkars in the north part, Coromandel coast in the south part. Okay, and some of the ports here are Chennai port, Kolkata port and Visakhapatnam port. Here some of the ports are Chennai, Kolkata and Visakhapatnam, and no harbors here, only the ports, only these three ports are there, no harbors. And this place is very good for the cultivation of rice. It is very good for cultivation of rice. So more rice crops are grown here. More rice is grown here. So this place is called as Rice Bowl of India. Okay, this eastern coastal plains, it is called as Rice Bowl of India. And some of the places of the states, some of the parts of the states which are covered by western and eastern coastal plains are Gujarat, some parts of the states, okay, not fully, some parts of the states are Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala, West Bengal, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Puducherry. These states, only some parts of the states are covered by this eastern and western coastal plains. And in this, we have learned about Gujarat also. Yes, no? And I'll stop this. And in the next class, we'll learn about Goa, Kerala, Puducherry and the islands, and some of the states, some of the parts of the states, that is like Goa, Kerala and Puducherry we learn, and the islands we learn. Okay, once before I teach the chapter, you can go through. Okay, you can go through, not a problem. And today's homework, what you are getting today's homework? It is lesson number 7 from classwork. Second main, answer the following. I have written in short form. Answer the following 1 to 5 question answers 2 times. 1 time question, 2 times answer. 1 time question, 2 times answer. Okay, leave line and write neatly and write the heading properly. Write today's date and write EVS homework as you are writing English and EVS both the subjects in one homework book. It is general homework book. So you have to mention the subject name also. It is EVS or English, what it is. You have to mention the subject name and you have to write lesson number 7. Second main, answer the following. Number 1 question and 2 times answer. 1 time question, 2 times answer. Like that you have to write from 1 to 5. Okay, write 2 times and in the next coming for the correction you have to bring. Okay, and this notes part also try to complete that day itself when I am doing the explanation. After the explanation part, homework also I am giving. First, complete your classwork, sit and complete your classwork, sit for half an hour, complete the classwork and another 10 minutes for the homework, complete it. Okay, when you come for the correction, no pending works will be there. You can directly give for the correction. Okay, understood? Thank you, students.